Test. Test, test, test. Well, let's just open some packs. To be very honest, I'm in a hurry. I have to leave in about 10 minutes. Let's see what's new here. Only what's new, since I have already reviewed all the other cards on the other videos. Okay. 2 lifelinks. Beautiful, but not very useful. The meta. Whenever I cast a second spell, this creature gets +1 till the end of turn. Generic. Nobody will ever use it. Unless on a very specific deck. Flying and indestructible. Interesting. Interesting for Hydra, maybe. Imagine you have an Hydra and then discard. You can make a Hydra too. The problem is that you're gonna save it for the indestructible. If it was only 1 mana against flying and +1 counter, it would have been awesome. It would have been the best scenario. When this creature enters, and besides that, besides being 2 mana, you're gonna, instead of using it while attacking, you're gonna save it for the opponent's turn, so not that big deal. And this creature enters, target creature can block 4 mana. This card doesn't exist. Additional cost access the spell, Beholder Dragon. Target creature deals damage, okay, deal damage generic. If a dragon was beheld, serve you 2. It serves as a mana fixing. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. It's a different kind of mana fixing. The problem is that 1 mana fights or gets mana works better, unless you have mana flood. For mana flood, this card works, but I don't know. You need to have 24 lands on your deck, then this card may work. Okay, next one. Okay, some more dragons. It's nice. When this creature enters, target creature can block. Okay, this card doesn't exist. Human warrior. It could have been a samurai. It would probably be a samurai if they haven't removed chemical. Whenever a creature you control with a counter on it deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card and you lose. The problem is that it costs 3 mana. I don't know. I don't know what's the point of this card. You want to draw some cards, but you place this card, it's... Then you're gonna need a card with +1 counters, maybe red. Otherwise, you're gonna play forest cards, green cards. I mean, I'm not sure if this card can be used at all. Okay, thrice mana. Okay, interesting. To save some uncommons, void cards. Death Touch. Whenever you attack, target creature gets +X. X. This card is for those Jimmys that dreams too much. Oh, but then I have One mobilize turn 1, another mobilize turn 2, another mobilize turn 3, and then discard. I mean, in the ranked, it will never work, unfortunately. Discard is already hard enough to make it to work. I see discard and remove it. As simple as that. So, okay, a mana fixer that costs 6 mana to have a 5/5 brilliant elephant. Okay, better than nothing. Two of them. Furious 4 bar. 4 bar. Whenever a creature you control dies while this card is in your graveyard, you may pay 1 colorless, 1 plains. If you do, return this card from your graveyard to your hand. Return to hand. So you depend on another condition to return to your hand. Maybe sacrifice a token. I would never use this card in my deck. I don't know. Maybe I missed something here, but if it was for the battlefield, maybe paying 3 mana, it would be interesting. This card is good. I like this card. I have already used it for some reanimators attempt. The problem is that my best reanimator attempt by now is at Platinum tier, considering that I refuse to play Reveal Hand and Scar deck. Probably reanimators right now are not for me. I don't know, I have some decks, I know how to build some counter spells decks, some reveal hand decks, but I find it anti-game. Same way I don't wanna play against some bullshit, some retarded playing counter spells and reveal hand. I don't want to play with the others. But for me, for Magic the Gathering to have more players, they should remove reveal hand completely. There is no point in having the back of a card if you can reveal hand and remove a spell with single mana. They should, I mean, what's after double? Thrice? No, I mean twice, thrice, double, triple. I mean, they should triple the cost of any discard spell, and they should double or even triple the cost of any counter spell. For me, that's the only way for Magic to have more players, because right now it's just bullshit. Yesterday I had to play that event, the midweek event, and there were tribute decks. I was struggling to get the 6th mana while the other guy was playing Azorius. He already had 11 mana on the field. So when I had finally my 6th mana, no, not even the 6th, I was struggling to have 4 mana on the field. When I finally had 4 to 5 mana, he just counterspelled everything. I just lost 25 minutes of my life. 25 minutes that won't come back anymore. Counterspells, I mean, those who play think they are smart, but in fact they are dumber than the average, because they can't do a strategy and then they play counter spells is so unsatisfying to play. I don't know. I have one of those gene decks that plays only counter spells and so on. I used it to learn how to play on mono blue and so. But every time that I played that thing, I was feeling that, like, for example, I don't have to use my brain here. I don't need to care about the meta. I don't need to care about the collections. I just play the same deck again and again and again, and I refuse any spell that seems to be dangerous. I don't even need to study any card. It's not being smart. It's just anti-games. Just like this forcing discard attack, forcing reveal hand. You're not being smart. You're just anti-gaming something. You're starting a football match, and then you're just saying, "Oh, but then you need to remove two players." And when you try to replace one one of the players during the game, I will just counter it, and you lose the player that is leaving, and the other can't enter. It's just crap, just bullshit. It's not fun. I don't know. I don't know why Wizards keep insisting on this bullshit because, okay, for sure, there are some low IQ mono blues and low IQ mono blacks that only play counter spells, reveal hand, and discard, but you are sacrificing maybe 100,000 players because there are 500 players that does this kind of deck. It's just that I'm very unsatisfied with this game. Next time a source of your choice will deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage. Your choice. Okay. When damage is prevented this way, new wave 4 deals that much damage that source controller, and you draw that many cards. But it costs 5 mana. I mean, this is the problem. This is how much mana I would expect a counterspell to cost. It would be fair. You can do it once in a turn. You need to think twice before doing something. It's interesting. But just imagine if this card costed 2 mana. That's how counterspell feels like. Okay. This spell can't be countered. I have seen some very few decks. Almost none, but I have seen very few decks using it from Platinum to Diamond. This spell can't be countered. Whenever creature you control a creature spell you control becomes target for spell ability and opponent's control, draw a card. Yeah, I've seen this card on that rabbit squirrel deck that does the same thing. The problem is that it costs 3 mana. The good part is that it's a power 4. Okay. Another first. Okay, this card is being used very often. If you're not playing mice, not even reveal hand on ranked, there's a pretty good chance that you see one of these cards. I'd say, if not mice, that represents 50% of the players right now. If not reveal hands, that represent 15% of the players, then there are 35% remaining. From that 35%, I'd say that 1 in 6 decks use this card. something like this, probably I will I will floor this probability. I think 5% chance of seeing this card on rankeds right now. Probably. Do it to you may cast any number of spells with mana value X or less from among them without playing their mana costs. This card is for the eagers. For the greedy ones. Yep. Yes, I've seen lots. Today I've seen one of these. I had 10 matches today, 15. Something like this. So maybe less than 5%, maybe 2.5%. There's a considerable chance of greedy. The desire is to play this card, wait for the next turn, then do something, then play something without paying the mana cost. Something like this. And forcing this card to be blocked. Okay, this card had been seen much more earlier on this season. I was seeing one at each 5 games. I was seeing this card. By now, I think it's even less, maybe 1% chance of seeing this card, even less than Cody's. But this card is pretty strong to avoid counter spells. The problem is that it's a creature. If this card was something like Ley Line of blah 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 or Authority of the blah 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 that costed 1 mana enchantment, it would be much better. Okay, 1 mana of any color for a dragon. Not sure if I would ever use it. Okay, the one that returns 2 things from the battlefield. Interesting for some case deck. Yep, it may be interesting to counter an mono white enchantment deck also, because you would return 2 enchantments from the battlefield to the owner hand. The problem is that on the very next turn, the mono white would place the same enchantments, targeting even better things. So I'm not sure. It counters nothing at all. It's only good when using alongside with case enchantments. Men of any color. Control with power 4 greater when against trample and draw a card, draw a card. I don't know what to say about this card yet. Because if I draw this card and then I place on the field, it is a mana fixer, but it's just like, I don't know how to say. It doesn't trigger any landfall effect. It only serves for creature spells, so I'm not sure. You would be probably using a 20 to 24 mana deck with 5 mana creatures. That would be your target. It works, but I think that the probability of you using it and really drawing any card by using its effect is like 1 in 20 games. It's not just 1 in 5 that it would require for it to be interesting. Whenever this creature or another dragon control enters, gain 3 life. Generic. The problem is that this card is being very, I don't know how to say, but very much used. Pretty much used. It's being used a lot due to the sorcery. Search a library for 2 basic forest cards and place on the battlefield, costing 3 mana. It's just OP. This card should be mythic. This card couldn't be rare at all. This card's just overpowered. If I get another of this one, I'll build a deck for sure. 2 of these is already enough to build a deck. Even better than this one. Yugin, I hate playing against these decks. You need like a 6-card deck. 50 cards would be mythic or rares. Maybe 40 if you save some things. What the? When this creature enters, creatures you control can trample and get. I need to fix my voice, sorry. Creatures you control can trample and get +X, where X is the number of creatures. Okay, I have already lost 1 or 2 games against this card because I didn't have any removals. That's the only way for it to work. I mean, not removing that card. I didn't have removals for the other Elvis. That elephant is used in an Elvis deck for sure. Okay, I've seen a lot of this card lately on Rankeds, mostly on Platinum. Discard and draw that many cards. Up to 2. There are 7 more cards in your graveyard. Exile a card at random from your graveyard. You may play that card this turn. It drinks too much. It just doesn't work as expected. Interesting. Interesting. It's a foil version. 2 damage to any target. The Metalcraft. I mean, it works. It works in a matte deck. It works in a glue deck. No, glues are too costly. It will never work. It doesn't work on a treasure deck because at the point that it enables its effect, it's already late game, so there's no point in waiting late game for only 4 damage. It would be much better for a removal instead. So it may work in a map deck. It may work in a nope. Monster road tokens and enchantments. So I'm not sure. Maybe a mix of maps and treasure tokens. I'm trying to think on another kind of token. I don't know. It may work, but it was probably designed for vehicles decks, but then yep, it would have been an awesome card, a hair worthy of card if it required only 1 artifact. Uncommon worthy if you required 2 artifacts. Okay, discard may work. Nice, but I could have got it from jumping. Right now I'm saving to try some drafts later. That's it. This far and then I gotta go. Okay, what's new? Attack with 3 or more creatures. Plus 1 counter on target creature. It costs too much. Okay, the landfall 1. It's nice to drain on a standard play. Discard. What else? Return 2 target creature cards from graveyard to your hand. Each should have been to the graveyard. Okay. 2 of them. Nice. I hate this rat. I really hate this rat. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Okay. Really strong. If it can be reanimated. Only 1 mythic. Okay, flash flying. It drains a lot, doesn't work. After all. 9 lives. Okay. A sacrifice based attack. Whenever cast an instant or sorcerer spell, copy it. 6 mana to have a copy. Okay. If it's a reanimator deck, it may work. Okay, this is a meta dragon. Nice, nice. We got a meta card. Any dragon deck. Any. Think in a dragon's deck. An attack based on dragons, and it will have this card. I think that's it by now. I need to go to the gym. I have some pain in my back. I need to strength up my muscles. So until the next video, I'm planning to open all these packs and then all the packs from the main account system.